we're going to move on to the hot seat today, where Unbound, that helps enterprises adopt generative AI tools securely and responsibly across their organizations, has raised $4 million in a seed funding round that was led by Raise Capital, along with participation from Wayfinder Ventures, Y Combinator, and others. The proceeds are going to be deployed for hiring and growth in India, for expanding integrations across the AI ecosystem, for deepening model routing capabilities, and so on. So on that note, let me invite the co-founder and CEO of the company, Rajaram Srinivasan, to tell us more about their growth plans ahead. Rajaram, thanks very much for your time here on Startup Street today. You've previously, I was reading, led data security products at Palo Alto Networks and other companies as well. Now you're building Unbound to help organizations roll out AI on their own terms. Very briefly, tell us the kind of experience you're bringing into this and the kind of security gaps you're really solving for.
Great. Thanks for having me here, Ritu. Very happy to be here. And so it essentially comes down to the problem statement, right? Like, so what we are solving for today hasn't been more clearly validated from before. So I was doing data security at Palo Alto Networks for SaaS tools like Google Drive, Dropbox, and so on. And then we saw a time where ChatGPT got it up to the kind of usage and proportion that it came up to with, right? Like 100 million users in a record matter of time. Then it came to me that, hey, if security for SaaS is going to be this big, like how big security for AI tooling would be. And very similar use cases, right? Like people are going to be sharing sensitive information. People are going to be using it all over the place with respect to whatever use cases that they want to achieve, from personal all the way up to asking for summarization on board meeting notes. So that's really what got us to starting Unbound, and the validation couldn't have been any clearer from then on, right? For example, let's say I'm a smart software engineer that is looking to use AI to code today. I'm constantly sharing hundreds of files of source code with AI tools, wherein I have to give context. I have to make sure that I'm sharing company secrets in a way of getting more information back from the AI.
Yeah.
Previously, internet used to be one way, right? Like, yes. So you just consume what you saw. Now you are having a two-way interaction. That means you're actively sharing more information with it. And that makes it all the more important at what we're building at Unbound.
Yeah. Well, no doubt, and security is paramount, and that's perhaps why enterprises are trusting you with that kind of data and secrets. But would you be able to quantify the size of the opportunity for this product you're building? And in the very short span of time since you started, how many clients do you already have, and at what pace are revenues growing?
Absolutely. So AI governance as a market, it's brand new territory, right? Like it's gone from zero to almost $900 million in market size as of now. And it's continuing to grow at about 45% to 50% year over year. So that's a humongous opportunity that has just been created. So just within the short amount of time that we have been online for, we have over more than a handful of large enterprises that are trusting us with their security needs. We have over 500 plus users that are on the platform. Each of these are like mid-market startup kind of companies that are looking to use us as the governance platform of choice for AI, from all different AI tools, from cursor, coding tools, and all the way up to document platforms, to chat interfaces, everything. And we do that today. In terms of growth, we are looking at least a 3x growth for this year, and it's just going to be compounding from then on.
All right. Let's get to that $4 million funding then, and how exactly you're going to deploy that.
Exactly. So as a startup, our primary focus is the product and R&D, right? Like, so we're going to be spending a lot of money in enhancing the product, making it robust so that enterprises can trust us with the product that it is. So a lot of it will go into R&D. Some of it will go into go-to-market efforts as well. We are deploying a significant portion of the capital in India, particularly because we have strong networks and ties there to be able to hire the very best. Like, our bar for hiring is top notch. And we're so proud of the engineers that have been able to help us with the product. So we are actively hiring both in Bangalore and in the US as well, both across R&D and go-to-market teams. That's how we plan to deploy the capital in the coming years.
All right. And I understand you're also looking to deploy about $1 million of capital in India. What are the plans here? How big are the operations, and how much are you expecting to grow them?
That's correct. So we have a significant presence in Bangalore. So we follow the hub and spoke model. So it's pretty much like San Francisco and Bangalore are our only hubs within Unbound. So we have a team of about 8 members there in Bangalore, and we're looking to expand that significantly. And as with AI companies, you don't need to have like hundreds of employees to get to where you want it to be. So we are expanding, but pretty cautiously in the sense of we would expect about 50% growth in the Bangalore team in the coming weeks and months to come. That's what we're looking at.
All right, that's a sharp growth you're expecting, but I suppose the base itself is, small. But Rajaram, finally going ahead, to just sum up your vision, what do you think will be the most interesting newer use cases that are emerging for the kind of security work you provide and the markets that will provide you that avenue for supersized growth going ahead?
Indeed. So we're seeing traction. AI is something that's been changing ground day in and day out. Like what was a problem 3 months ago is the problem itself has shifted, right? Like, so we're seeing a lot of growth in areas like MCPs and agents. Agents are like LLM just doing the task for you. It used to be like you ask a question and then LLM comes and helps you with something and so on. Now, when you connect agents and make it like pretty much autonomous, right? It'll make phone calls for you. It'll go write a documentation back over to you. It'll run a code, troubleshoot it, and then like be like, oh, this is the issue that I found, and then go solve for it and so on. That's how powerful agents get. So agentic security becomes very important in that area as well. So as the ground keeps shifting, the security underlying implications also have been shifting quite significantly. Those are all interesting areas that we are excited to move ahead with.
Well, we hope security keeps a few steps ahead of the kind of cyber issues that are emerging. But on that note, that's all the time we had. Thanks very much for giving us your time and for speaking to us here. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks a lot for having us, Ritu.